questions you have in America, but in their own way. There's a different way to actually define several things, not only in the way cars are designed or the side of the road on which you're supposed to drive properly, but also in many cultural, political and economical ways. The city of London has about 8.2 million inhabitants, so it's a pretty big city, quite spread. And our hotel is located at the northwest part of the city. That is about some 7.5 miles away from Westminster, which is considered to be downtown in central London. Taking the right metro line, it can take us about 45 minutes, maybe less than that, when it's peak hour and there's more trains, you know, they're moving faster. When there's no problems with the transportation, it could take about half an hour to get to the very heart of the city. So the location of our hotel is fabulous. I slept at the hotel last night and I could figure out about the surroundings. The distance from the metro station is hardly 2 minutes walking. And we're so close to the Wembley Stadium, to which we already have tickets. For when? For Sunday, for the match on Sunday. Anybody knows how big this stadium is?
Big.
Very big. Bigger than big. It's 90,000 people can fit in there. So we're going to have a briefing about it just the night before the visit to the stadium will take place, for us to make sure that we don't get lost. As the hotel is so close to the stadium, in the worst case you'll be smart enough to make your way back to the lobby. Okay? But normally we should stay as a group, and as we check that everybody is okay, that's when we move as a group. We'll speak about it as the correct moment comes to do so. I have a list of little things I'd like to speak with you about, and one of them is the procedure we're having once we get to the hotel now. We are going to have the check-in. That means you receiving your room keys. Only by the evening, just right after we have dinner and we make our way back from downtown to the hotel after using the public transportation. So as we come to the hotel now, what we'll do is we will drop the luggage, not into a luggage room, because the hotel is having a very small lobby area. So what they offered me is another solution, and it is using 2 or 3 rooms for us to be able to drop the luggage there. Probably some of the girls or the ladies on board would like to use the restroom there, but everybody else is going to use the restrooms by the lobby area if you need to. As we leave the luggage there, then we will wait by the door, and we will walk to the nearby area, becoming familiar with the surroundings of the hotel, for you to know where's what, where's the nearby supermarket that you can buy cheap snacks, you know, water, so that they will not rip you off when buying something in downtown like Westminster, where everything could be 5 or 6 times more expensive than it is at a supermarket. Okay? And then after that we meet back as a group in order to take the tube, as they call it here in London. Not the metro, but the tube, on the way from our hotel to downtown, then have a walk, enjoy the afternoon. I'm expecting rain for the afternoon. As I was checking the weather forecast, it doesn't seem like it's going to rain, but most probably it will. There's some winds coming from the northwest part of England, which are very humid, so I'm expecting a very chilly, windy, and maybe wet evening tonight. So please get ready for that. If you bring your umbrella, then you will know it's not going to rain. Not use it. But if you do not bring it, it's going to rain for sure. It always works like that. Now, you should know about the internet system the hotel has. Each one of you, on your name, will have 30 minutes free of charge. But if you want more than that, then the hotel has a system that says, okay, you pay £3 and then you can get internet connection for 24 hours. There's even, bigger offers, but for longer periods of time on which we are not going to be at the hotel. So just for you to know, and that is 30 minutes per each device you have on you. So if you have a laptop and a smartphone, then you have together 2 times 30 minutes, it makes an hour talk. Okay? Just every 24 hours. Once the time you have for free is finished, then you are blocked to log in from the same device for the next, until the next day, until the next day. So if you do it at 11 p.m. and then you do it at 1 a.m., then that will be possible. Because it's by the day, it's not 24 hours from that moment, but 30 minutes. On one day, not every 24 hours. You understood what I mean?
Yes.
Okay? Now, besides that, there's also a tricky system for the plugs in the room. The English system for this is different than the system in America. And you don't only need a different plug for the UK, but on top of that, you need to turn the switch on in a way that you can see a little red sticker in the switch. That means that there's electricity in that plug. If you don't do that, but you have your device plugged in, there's nothing happening. No phones, no laptops recharging, or the electricity simply doesn't work if you do not put the switch in the right position. Okay? And another tricky thing is the way the water works at the hotel, at the bath. I almost burned myself last night because I was, experimenting, trying to figure out how it works. And it starts from very, very cold, bloody cold. Then you start moving, twisting the control for the water until you get to the point on which it becomes red. And then it's boiling hot. Boiling hot. It was almost painful, me trying to understand how this works. Maybe I'm insulting somebody's intelligence by telling you so, but I better, tell you about this so you will not have any accidents taking a shower when that shouldn't happen. Okay? Now, besides that, you should also know that we are expected to have breakfast at a certain time. The lobby area and the restaurant at our hotel, which is nicely located and very clean hotel, is not very big. So we must come for breakfast at a certain time, not earlier, not later than that, because we will have separate tables just for us, as there's also some other guests at the hotel. We need to respect this schedule. So for the 3 days we're staying in this hotel, 3 nights, every time we go for breakfast, we will have it at 8 a.m. Okay? I will have an information poster placed by the lobby area just in case you might be too tired from your very long flight from America, and you might forget what I'm telling you now, but that's also the poster on which you will find my phone number. Just in case of an emergency, please don't call me at 3 in the morning to say, "Hey Nestor, how are you doing?" No, that would be nice. But just call me if you get lost or if you need to consult some support. And remember that coming from an American phone to a UK phone would be quite expensive. So better go straight to the point. Okay?